Hello everyone, I'm Darth Loquater. Welcome to the channel. If you're looking for advice on your account or just trying to get better at Grand Arena, this video is made for you. Today, we're going to review a monster account, 5.2 million galactic power. Brook Bick Nova, the Guardian of Wills. He likes him some good guy Skywalkers. Alright, let's take a snoop around, see what he's got on the account. Rank 38 in Arena, 90 in Fleet. Good split between characters and ships, actually, maybe even more ships than I thought. He's got a lot of ships, 7-star. Some of these pilots aren't really leveled up, but he's got the Radis. That's quite nice. We've got the Galactic Republic all leveled up nicely. Millennium Falcon, Houndstooth is in good shape. That's all maxed out. Cassian's U-Wing at 7 stars. I like that ship. We got some Geos in case we need them. Got these pilotless ships going. Biggs and Wedge are both at relic level. We've got the Chimera Capital ship maxed out. We've got the Executrix maxed out except for the passive. We've got Home 1 maxed out. We've got Endurance maxed out except for the passive. We've got Malevolence maxed out. So that makes 6 capital ships if you include the Radis. That is a lot of fleet. Whew, nice. All right, so looking at characters, Jedi Master Luke, congratulations. Good job. Let's take a look at these mods. Protection, flat offense, flat stats everywhere. Flat protection, flat health. Okay. And look at his stats for a second. 132 on health, 100 on protection. His armor's not really built up that much. Okay. Let's take a look at General Skywalker. Uh-oh, no cross. That's like getting caught with your pants down. Well, General Skywalker's big enough, maybe it's more like missing one sock. But, yeah, that's something you need to get fixed. Maybe he was remodding the account right now when I was looking at it, so maybe I just picked a bad time. Damage. Yeah. Alright, so always nice to have a General Skywalker. Got Jedi Knight Luke here. Looks like crit chance, crit damage sets, offense, lots of speed. That's lots of speed. Huh. Speed everywhere. I guess that's not what I expected to see on Jedi Knight Luke. Yeah. That's a lot of speed. A lot of critical damage. Damage is nice, 10,000, good crit chance. Okay. So, if we look at his leadership ability, I saw him in the leader slot in your arena team. At the start of his turn, it's set to his base speed, and his base value is recorded at the start of the encounter before any buffs. So that means his base speed for the purpose of this skill is his modded speed at the start of the battle. All right, and please note, it does not affect raid bosses and does not activate if the enemy side has a galactic legend or a Luke. So he doesn't work in that case. And then at the start of the encounter, Jedi allies gain heroes or rise. That dispels debuffs on all your allies, and then it calls everybody to assist. And potentially, more importantly, down here at the bottom, Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker is granted 100% turn meter. So what we're going to want to do is trigger Luke to take a turn. If you've got a really slow Luke and you can trigger him to take a turn, then he goes right away, and then you don't care that he's slow because the opponent's team is absolutely crippled. So if we look at speed and we look at Hermit Yoda, this Hermit Yoda has 317 speed. He could trigger that mass assist skill. Jedi Knight Luke gets 100% turn meter. he goes at 317 and slows the opponent down to 140 or whatever his speed is. So I think that's what I would be looking to do with him. R2D2, he's got offense on him, and there's a reason for that. Let's see, he's almost 7,000 offense on the little robot. So yeah, I think the reason why you put offense on R2D2 is number crunch at the start of the battle. He shares stats, and that includes offense. So the more offense you have, the more you can share with your buddies. So that's nice. Vader, defense, 23 speed on that mod. So I know you're running it because of the speed, but I definitely like potency. I see that you have potency substats, but we only got 64% potency on this character. Critical damage 222. So tons of crit damage on the triangle, crit damage set, but only 62% crit chance with 5,800 damage. So basically, if Vader's got about a 2/3 chance to crit, and if he does, he hits hard, and if he doesn't, he's kind of a wet noodle. Of course, Vader never really hits like a wet noodle. He's pretty powerful, but I do like the offense and potency better than the crit. 17 speed, but protection main stat. 15 speed, offense main stat. So I feel like you're using these two mods because of the speed, but you're giving away two good main stats that you could use for health or armor or something like that. Defense. Speed is pretty high overall, 270. That's good speed. Some potency. Not too much defense. Okay. Maybe some opportunities there. All right, let's see what else we got. Han Solo. He's got offense on the arrow. Again, a lot of flat stats. A lot of flat stats in these mods. But no speed anywhere. So when I look at him, the almost no speed bonus, that's kind of what I would expect to see on that Jedi Knight Luke. 7,500 damage. Crit rate over 100%. That's good stuff. Yep. All right, and we got Chewbacca, Kenobi, Solo, 5s. What do we got on Kenobi here? Defense, protection, health. Yeah, so this Kenobi is built kind of with main stats like I would expect, although a lot of speed. I probably wouldn't bother putting speed on Kenobi. I'd save that speed for another character that needs it. But yeah, building armor and health is the way to go. We got a Darth Revan here that's one piece away from Relic. So that's nice. 306 speed. Just needs that one piece. Got all the Zetas on him already. Bastila is 291. That's great. Potency is a little low, though. I know 71% is pretty good potency, but Bastila is literally her debuffs. If she misses those debuffs, it's really harsh. So maybe that works for you, but maybe a potency, if you could get speed subs on a potency cross, that would be better for her. Lots of different characters here. Let's take a look at the Sith Empire and see what we got going on for this Darth Revan team when we get it going. So we got the Bastila at Relic. We got HK that's got a couple pieces on. Malik, not Relic. Sith Empire Trooper. And some of the guys at the top of the game now are saying HK is not that good anymore. They do Sith Marauder instead. But, for what you've got, HK works just fine, I'm sure. If we look at Resistance, we're in good shape as far as working our way toward Rey. We've got Veteran Smuggler at 7 stars. For Chewbacca, we've got Holdo at 7. Resistance Pilot. The only thing we got left to work on here is the Rose Tico. And yeah, I know Rose Tico is not very fun to work on, but you gotta pay the toll. So, yeah. There we go. Looking pretty good over here. Lots to look at, right? So for anybody who hasn't watched one of my account analysis before, here's the concept. We're going to focus on Grand Arena and fleet placement. For Grand Arena, we're looking for solid defensive team. And at this level, we're looking for several big defensive teams, and we're looking for several big offensive teams to just crush the opponent. And then we're looking for a good base of other defenses and offense. I've been looking at 6-character teams where we could add a 6th character and then break the team up for 3v3. On an account this size, there's plenty of opportunity for 3v3. I don't feel like there's much that I can say that would help him put together 3v3 teams. We focus on improving what's already there. What's going well? Yeah, it's a Jedi Master Luke account, so we've got a Galactic Legend. He's, within a stone's throw of getting Rey, so, almost ready to get Darth Revan going. So yeah, it's a good account. There's a lot of good characters, a lot of relics. I think he's got 48 relics on this account. The Zetas it just counts thick with Zetas everywhere. So it's an account that's been worked on for a long time. It's a good account. Lots of mods, some good speed subs on the mods, so not too much trouble over there. And plenty more projects to work on, right? And a great base of teams to work from. Opportunities, mods with flat stats. I think it's not necessarily that you have to go get rid of the mods that you already have. I think just going forward, there's an opportunity to change how we look at these stats and go for percent stats instead of flat stats. So if I just rewind this and we go look at a character, let's see if we can get the stats up for Jedi Master Luke here. All right. So if we look at his health and protection, and let's say we had a mod with 3% protection on it, or we had a mod with like 722 flat protection on it. If his base stat is around 50,000 for protection, and we had 3%, that would be 1,500 additional protection, and the flat stat's only like 720. So the difference between those percent stats and flat stats when you're putting them on a character of relic level is huge. And it's even bigger for stats like offense and defense. So you really don't want those flat stats on any mod that you're going to 6-star or 6-dot mod. So that's just something for you to think about for the future. The next projects need to be big stuff. You need some more of the top end stuff. You need another Galactic Legend. You need that Darth Revan team finished. So we got to talk about some big projects. And for an account this size, I didn't look at every single mod and every single character, but I did expect to see more 6-dot mods. So that's an opportunity. With characters and ships, I think pick this Darth Revan team. And if you don't want to relic Malik, then do Darth Revan and HK. I can see by your Grand Arena history that you sometimes use HK with that kill squad with Grievous. So if you want to build up that HK for the droid kill squad, that's fine. But I would only relic two more characters on that team and have like the other two, just leave them where they're at. And that's not because it's bad to relic those characters. It's just because I think you need to move through a couple things real quickly and then move on. So relic 2 of those characters, relic your Enfys Nest. You're going to find a lot of opportunities to get solo kills with Enfys Nest or, with a Kira. My Kira's got almost no effort in her. She's just leveled up so I can have her leadership at max level. And, you could throw Kira and Nest in and two-man a lot of stuff. I would build yourself a team with Barriss Offee. I would take 5s all the way to Relic 7, and I would use that to counter Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. You don't necessarily have to save your clones for your General Skywalker. You can use him to just solo another team and get huge banners. And then you could do this clone team that counters SLKR. And Arnold's got a video out on it. Some other people have commented on it. Just go look it up and you can see the clone version of the counter to SLKR. And what you want to do by developing that team, that frees you up to do something different with your Jedi Master Luke, or potentially even put the Jedi Master Luke as a defensive team. Once you've got those things tidied up, then I would just focus up and burn down this Rey. Just commit to it and go for it and get that second Galactic Legend into your account. There's an opportunity along the way. If you want to build up both of the vets, you can build this Jedi Training Rey, BB-8, R2-D2, and those two vets. They make a really nice defensive team. You got to get the bots fast, and you're already, pretty much there. So yeah, that's a team you could build as a good defensive team. And then for those last characters like Holdo and Rose Tico and the Resistance Pilot and whatever else, you just got to do those and get it over with. And Rey is worth it, right? So once you have her, you'll be happy. You'll be glad. With modding, I do think Jedi Master Luke wants to be faster. And I think if you use Luke in any other team other than that Squad Arena team, make him slow, play him with Hermit Yoda, and do that trick where you just activate that ability right off the bat, give Luke his turn, and let him set the speed of everybody else on the opposing team to nothing. Padme, I know you got speed on those mods for her cross and her triangle, but I think you could do better. Maybe look for a defense set or another health set and try to get some armor. Or get potency on her. I put some potency on my Padme just because I want her to land the stun on that kick. So something to think about. Vader, consider the offense and potency build. Again, your account's 5.2 million. You know what you're doing. So if the crit build's working for you, then that's fine. But I do like the offense and potency build better. It guarantees that you land your debuffs and get off a big culling blade on your Merciless Massacre, and that's what gets you that that critical kill right there in the first round that Vader goes. General Anakin Skywalker needs that cross, and Shaak Ti's also missing a triangle. So I didn't go through all your mods, but it looks like you did some remodding and maybe missed a couple characters that need to have their mods fixed. In general, I would really try to work Wat Tambor into your Squad Arena team. Probably take out Shaak Ti. I'd probably swap Jedi Knight Revan into the leadership spot, and then use Wat Tambor to give the tank tech over to Jedi Master Luke, so that he just becomes a brick wall for the rest of the game. And it doesn't matter if your Wat's leveled up. Once you get the tank tech on him, maybe you get the weapon tech on somebody like Jedi Knight Luke or Revan. And then just, it doesn't matter if Wat dies or not. He's done his job. If they want to get rid of Wat, they pretty much have to bring in Han Solo. And for most teams with a Galactic Legend, bringing in a Han Solo kind of ruins what they're trying to do anyway. So I think that team will hold just fine on defense. And if you're not, getting top placement on your server, for Squad Arena, that's definitely possible. Jedi Master Luke is one of the characters that should be able to go straight to the top. Stop attaching your Gear 13 pieces. You got tons of characters in this account where you've already put gear pieces on, and then you've put those characters aside. There's Geos, there's a bunch of stuff that just has one or two of these Gear 13 pieces on. Whatever benefit you get by putting those pieces on is very, very small compared to the benefit of just holding on to them. And then when you go to relic a character that you need, like a Rose Tico or a Resistance Pilot or whatever, that Gear 13 that you have on that Geo might have gone right onto those characters and made it easier for you to relic that out and get your Galactic Legend. So when you, like Darth Revan, when you know that you're going to commit and finish him out and make him a relic character, by all means, attach those and make it work, right? That's fine. But don't commit those resources until you're committed to relicking that character. Take that advice for what it's worth. And then if I own this account, other than Rose Tico, I wouldn't be farming any hard nodes anywhere. I would just be working on relic materials all day, every day, maximizing my refreshes in fleet and in regular energy, and just trying to burn down these relic materials. And again, I'll make a plug. Watch my guide on how to farm gear, and it's got a section in there that gives you advice on how to farm for relics. So maybe that's useful for you to watch. And then with the 6.mod thing, I'll tell you all about a mistake that I made. When I first started the 6.mods, I said, okay, well, I get these from different sources and, Grand Arena prizes and guild stuff. So whenever I get some, I'll 6.mod. And then that went on for a little while, and then I woke up one day and I was like, why am I waiting for this stuff? Like I could just buy it out of the shard shop and have it, and then, farm the other mod stuff out of the regular mod battles and 6. A lot more mods. And it was a dumb thing, and I don't know why I didn't do it earlier, but yeah, there's pulse modulators there to be had in the shard shop. So I don't know if that's what you're waiting on for your 6.mods, but maybe that'll help you. I did take the liberty of going into Swgoh.gg and looking at your Grand Arena history. And from what I see in there, there's a couple key things. You got to commit good teams to defense. You're putting some teams on defense that have relic characters, but they're not hard teams. They're not challenging your opponent to use his best stuff and costing him banners. So if you go in there and you look and you watch what your opponent's using against you, he's doing, 1-man, 2-man. In the 5v5s, there's a lot of characters, a lot of people are killing your teams with 3 characters or less. And that means that they can use other good characters and put them in another team and beat you with 3 characters or less somewhere else. So your teams just they're not challenging enough to pull out a full squad of 5 good characters. And let's say you had that Darth Revan team and you put that on defense. It doesn't matter if your characters are relic. Once you have that relic Revan, like relic 5, and you put him with that relic Bastila, they've got to bring a good team or they're just going to get killed, right? That's what that team does. It just goes and you win, and then that's it. So they have to commit something good to beat that. Same way with Padme. You put your Padme team on defense, and they have to commit something good to beat that team. And then you put your Jedi Training Rey team on there with the 2 droids and the 2 veterans. And that's another team that if they don't put something good against it, they're just going to lose. So that's 3 really good teams. And maybe it's their Galactic Legend that you've pulled and their Jedi, Knight Revan or whatever. So you pull 3 of their best teams and they have to do 5-man squads to beat you. And that means that whatever good defensive team you put on your back wall is going to hold because they've run out of teams. So you've got to commit better defenses to stretch your opponent thin. Because in a couple of cases, you just lost by a couple banners because, you did a good job clearing. You saved a bunch of stuff for offense and went and walked through your opponent, right? But they beat you with 2 and 3 character teams, and they got more banners, and they won the match. So anyway, I that's my advice. Pick some teams that are going to be defensive teams for you, and commit some good teams, and maybe even the Jedi Master Luke if you can commit him. And he's, if he's on defense, he's, easier for your opponent to pick apart, but that defense is going to take the best team that your opponent has. It's going to take one of his Galactic Legends or something. I also saw some quits, and there was a couple quits at 0 seconds. So I don't know if you're like playing BlueStacks on a bad connection and you're losing you're dropping the connection and getting the quit, or if maybe you need a better phone or something. If I've made any progress at all, even if I'm losing miserably, I'll just let it time out. Especially if somebody's got a good skill coming up. Like I killed Grandmaster Yoda, and I know that Jolie Brendo is going to bring him back, and I can already see that I'm going to lose the match with the setup. I'll just let it time out. Because once it times out and I come back in, that Yoda can't ever be brought back. And yeah, it's hard for me, but the likelihood that I'm going to start over and do better the second time with the amount of teams I have is limited. So you know, sometimes you just got to take what you can get, let it time out, and then come back around with another team. So again, it's pretty hard to give advice to somebody who's got a 5.2 million galactic power and been playing the game and has a count this good. But those are the little bits and pieces that I was able to kind of sort out and think that might help other people as well. So if you like these videos, if you like these account reviews, this kind of stuff is helping you out, please like the video. Subscribe to my channel so that you can see more videos like it in the future. Hop over onto that Discord and meet a bunch of other cool people that are trying to get better and help each other out and improve their accounts. Thank you all for your time. I appreciate you all.